thinking about how the masses, and when I say ignorant, I don't mean in a way to like put anybody down. I mean by definition, ignorant, when you don't know. They really don't know. Like, they don't know. Everybody wants enlightenment. Everybody wants wisdom. But what everybody either fails to see, or they see it but they don't want to do it, they want to skip that part, is that the very beginning of enlightenment is to know yourself, to finally stop looking outside of yourself and start looking in. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is to no longer look outside for the answers to why things happen in your life, or why you feel a certain way you feel. What's an example? There's no more, like looking outside would be, it's his or her fault, or it's this circumstance fault why I feel, think, or act this way, or it's God's fault, it's devil's fault, it's whoever's fault of why you fill in the blank. Don't matter what it is. That would be the ignorant path. The path you really don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because you're still looking outside. You're not looking in the right direction. To do in the right direction, you got to do a big U-turn back to you. And that's where enlightenment begins. Is to look at yourself in the mirror and say, you know what? No, I helped create this because, or I helped create any circumstance, or I attracted this experience to me, whether it's good or bad, or I participated in this. The point is, I'm saying that I. It's not you, they, him, he, she, this dog, whoever. It's I. It's just simply looking in the mirror. And that's where enlightenment begins. That's the birth of it. Is to finally look in the mirror. And that's so hard for people. They want to skip that hump of looking in the mirror, finally trying to own up to, because you got to catch up to, you got to go back in the past and own up to the things. That way you don't carry the victim mentality, the ignorant mentality with you into the present. You must own your past. And any way that you've contributed to it, which you pretty much did, you contributed to everything that was created in some kind of way, even if it's unconscious energy that you're emitting, or subconscious energy that you're emitting, has helped create good or bad that you went through. Then once you own it, once you say, yeah, I did participate in the creation of blase squaje, then you can go ahead and start and continue the journey. Now, I'm not going to say that it's easy. Oh, no, it's not. Because a lot of people do not want to take responsibility. They do not want to face whatever the consequences were of their decisions, whether good or bad. Like, they don't want to face it. They want to skip that part and then get to the enlightenment, get to the wisdom, get to the good stuff. And you can't. You just can't. You'll never get there in a pure way if you don't first do those humps in the beginning of, I did this, and actually accepting it without hating yourself, accepting it without judgment, accepting it and loving yourself regardless, forgiving yourself for creating or being a part of or emitting certain energies that have attracted certain things that have affected you in your life. And I really want to tell you guys that it really is one of the best things you could ever do for yourself. Ever. And that's why it's so hard, because if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be that worth it. It wouldn't make such a huge change in your life and in your perspective and the way you carry yourself and the way you love yourself and the energy you emit. It wouldn't make such a huge difference if it was so easy. So look at the hard part as you going to the gym for the first time. Of course you're going to be like, oh my gosh, my muscles are sore, or I'm already tired of, you know, and just think of it as the same way you would try to push past that because you want that firm stomach, or whatever you're working towards, or you want to lose weight, or whatever your goal is that you're looking at. Treat life the same way. It's the same thing. It's your gym. You got to look at it like, I know these first humps are, not gonna lie, man, they're a lot to deal with emotionally, mentally, spiritually, everything. It's like a cleansing of the old mentality, a cleansing of the victim mentality, a cleansing of ignorance, and replacing it with the new, with the higher consciousness, with the self-responsibility, the self-accountability, the self-love, the self-transformation, and eventually the self-mastery. But you can't start that journey ignorantly. You have to start it the right way, which is owning up to things. Finally, you got to own it. Own yourself. Own it. Accept yourself. Don't judge yourself. Do not. There's no need to judge yourself. I don't know how that even makes any sense, to judge anything, really. I mean, and you guys will see that if you guys really go down this path, it's going to change your whole view. It doesn't make any sense to judge anything or anyone, because everything truly plays its role. Just like the only way you can truly play your role is if you accept yourself without judgment, and it creates love and trust in yourself, and you and it creates such a strong bond with your human side and the God within. And that is so strong. It's so strong. I'm even conquering a lot of my fears and fearful thoughts and stuff like that used to consume me, and now I'm just owning it. I'm owning honestly, when it just comes to fear, anything fear-based, I'm owning the fact that I do have God's protection, that I am part of that I am connected to God and the universe, that I am made out of that. So to fear anything that has been created by the same source is an insult. It's like me being scared of my brother. Like, me being scared of my sister, cousin. Like, it doesn't make any sense. So looking at life that way is life-changing. Aww. Hi, how are you? Hey, how you doing? He says, no, I'm trying to walk.
Yeah, I don't want the ducks near him because the mama will go after him.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay. Got the little,
Go near him.
the family of ducks.
Don't you dare go near him.
They think I got food, that's why.
Yeah, I know.
Look at the babies. And all of creation is beautiful, and you're not left out of it. You just gotta take those beginning steps, man. You really do. You really gotta be willing and open-minded and have courage, because I know there's fear in changing one's perspective, especially if you've held on to it for so long. It really takes such a level of courage to be able to change your perspective as new lessons and experiences come. That's the key to growth. If you start to try to stick with one thing the rest of your life, how will you ever know if the next level of that thought won't change your life in some kind of way? It's the opposite of growth. You're stopping yourself. So instead of holding on to your fears, holding on to who you think you are, holding on to old beliefs, holding on to fears and lack and negative thoughts, low energies, low vibrations, that's all you're going to attract, and that's why you probably feel the way you do. That's probably why some of you are so stuck in your fears and all that, because it's all you're attracting, because it's all you're thinking about. Hello, your thoughts create your reality. Change your thoughts and you will change your reality. You will change how you view yourself. You will change how you feel about yourself. You'll emit higher frequencies that attract a reality much better than what you think life is. Life, the universe, and God will amaze you if you would just open your mind and start to say, it wasn't them anymore. They may have participated, they may have been drawn to me, but I did it. I drew them to me because of my thoughts, because of my fears, because of these thoughts that I'm choosing to pay attention to instead of knowing who I am. And you won't ever know who you are if you don't take that leap, if you don't take that chance and start owning up to your own things. You'll never start the path of remembering, of discovering who you are. Okay, I just want to share that. It's like 13 minutes. I don't know if YouTube's going to let me upload these videos. So, much love to you guys. I wish you well on your journeys. For those of you thinking about starting, I highly encourage you. I highly encourage you. Matt, I will cheer for you. Because let me tell you, there's nothing like enlightenment. Nothing. Nothing. Nothing in your life. I don't care who or what you got in your life. There's nothing like enlightenment and wisdom and knowing who you really are and knowing what and how to attract things into your life and wisdom and discernment. There's nothing like it. It changes your entire life, and it's something that can never be taken from you. You take it after this life. Much love.